All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back update and information as it is hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first. We'll collect and hope you have actually participated in the ongoing Biafra referendum e-voting that is currently going on. This is to show that you can vote anywhere in the world, wherever you find yourself, and it makes life easy for you. This is why in a state or in a government, there should be people with bright future and bright educational minded, because the way these people are organizing things, this will tell you that they know what they are doing. Meanwhile, as they go, insecurity in the southeast started from Nnamdi Kanu IPOB saga in 2021. Abaribe has cried out on what is currently happening in the southeastern part of Nigeria. According to him, he said that the insecurity in the southeast started in 2021, immediately after Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinarily renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria and was incarcerated, or is still incarcerated in the DSS detention custody, and nothing has been done about that. A lot of people has advocated that for the issue of the insecurity in the southeast to be sorted out, that the executive arm of the government should use their veto power in order to pardon Nnamdi Kanu, that should provide a political solution to the issue of the insecurity that have ravaged the southeastern part of Nigeria. But me, I can't look at me, look as if the government said they enjoy this issue of insecurity, where we say they turn that they destroy all over the obodo, because I don't understand why if you say the government has some way whereby they will be able to sort out what is happening in the nation, and they have decided to give a reluctant ear to the complaints of the people. A lot of people have been complaining, many people have been providing solutions, and about 99.1% of the solution that has been preferred for the insecurity that has been ravaging the southeastern part of Nigeria is that Nnamdi Kanu Ahmadike of Ndibo be released from the DSS detention, and nobody is paying attention to that. The government of the day has refused to pay attention. Meanwhile, let's go to what Enyinaya Abaribe is saying. Senator representing Abia South, Enyinaya Abaribe has linked the insecurity in the southeast to this saga involving Nnamdi Kanu and his group, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB in acronym. Abaribe describes some of the insecurity issues affecting the southeast as contrived, which makes it seem as though security agents cannot tackle them. Speaking in Enugu, the former Senate minority leader, however, said the economic downturn in the southeast cannot be linked to the saga. He said, as much as we know that we cannot do anything without security, I posit that we must, while dealing with insecurity, some of which are contrived, also start to discuss some other pressing issues within our polity. I say contrived because it is obvious that it is general malaise in our society today and makes it seem as if insecurity cannot be tackled by our various security agencies. These loose associations are today pivotal to most development strides in our communities and cause. These efforts have expanded to the areas of community security associations to complement government efforts. Yes, Ndibo today have insecurity issues, but it was not the case in the recent past. Today's insecurity started from Nnamdi Kanu IPOB saga in 2021. Did the economic downturn in the southeast start from that date? The answer is rounding no. This one is coming from the senator of Abia South, where be Enyinaya Abaribe, where they done the complaint, say the matter where we say it affect the southeast today, and since where we say the government go for Kenya, go there carry Nnamdi Kanu innocent man. But you know, say the blood of innocent man, you know, the fit drink them like that, because the blood where we say the blood of innocent man, that blood is the bitter from out. Ask which is where we say and then they suck blood. They could tell you, say anybody where we say they innocent or person where we say God they behind them, they say that person blood is the bitter. Nnamdi Kanu, Supreme Court Justice Ed says IPOB ahead of commencement of trial by Abuja High Court. Remember that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Hamadike, one of Ndibo, through the Supreme Court, has been referred back to High Court to continue the case once again. And for me, I'm saying that, is this not a peg in a round hole? Is this not a peg in a round hole? This is just like a peg in a round hole. But let's keep looking and see how it's going to be. The indigenous people of Biafra has said that the Nigerian Supreme Court Justice derailed and mishandled justice by passing the appeal court's judgment on its detained leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. It observed that the judgment came to the world as a big surprise, saying that all Nigerians and non-Nigerians have doubt that the country's judiciary delivered justice on the matter, even as Abuja High Court is set to commence the Kanu's trial on February 8, 2024. The group, in a statement issued on Sunday and signed by its Media and Public Secretary, Èkpá Powerful, said the Supreme Court of Nigeria delivered a confusing written judgment against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on December 15, 2023. That compromise judgment discouraged Nigerians who thought there were independent and courageous men at the Abbas Court of Nigeria. It showed that ordinary men can't get justice in Nigeria. During the Supreme Court judgment on December 15, 2023, the justices affirmed that it was unlawful for the Nigerian government to have kidnapped an extraordinary rendition Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. But they still stopped the landmark discussion and judgment of Nigeria Appeal Court Justice. They also affirmed that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail, which was the main reason that the Nigerian government broke international laws and treaty of extradition. By kidnapping an extraordinary rendition in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they lost all their rights to try him. On what grounds did the justices return the case back to the High Court after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who won the case in appeal court? Why would the justices set aside the judgment of the appeal court that discharged and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu but refused to deliver their own independent judgment on the matter? As much as we believe that the judges were persuaded to read a compromised written judgment to be used against a peaceful freedom fighter and a prisoner of conscience, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nevertheless, they played a smart game. They understood the consequences of affirming the illegality of extraordinary rendition by the Nigerian government. That's why they connivingly and unprofessionally sent the case back to the High Court so that the federal government will willfully fulfill their agenda. Pontius Pilate justices indeed. IPOB further called on the general public to take note that the Federal High Court in Abuja have fixed February 8, 2024 as a date to commence what would be a script of endless court case. It said Kanu would be represented at the court by his legal team. It added, "We want to inform the Nigerian government and the international community that the IPOB have lost confidence in the Nigeria judiciary until they prove otherwise." The Supreme Court justices colluded with Tinubu's government to send the case back to the same judge who has been doing hanky-panky with the case in the High Court for many years. It's sad that the Supreme Court justices will succumb to pressure on inducement and deny justice to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been persecuted and detained illegally by the Nigerian state for seeking to exit Nigeria via a legal UN-supervised referendum for an independent Biafra nation. By the action of the Supreme Court, it's obvious that they are part of the oppressor and suppressor of the United Nations and the African Charter on People's Rights and Self-Determination. The international community, the human rights organization, and civil society groups should be aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the indigenous people of Biafra are being persecuted for peacefully championing Biafra self-determination by the Nigerian government and Nigeria security forces and the Nigerian Supreme Court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been detained in a solitary confinement in Nigeria's lawless secret police DSS for almost 3 years. He has been denied access to visitors of his choice as permitted by the High Court in Nigeria. He is being subjected to all manner of ill treatment, including starvation, drug abuse, and isolation in DSS solitary confinement. His health has deteriorated and he doesn't have access to quality medications and professional private physicians. Should anything happen to our leader in detention, the Nigerian government, under Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Nigerian Secret Police, Director and personnel, and the Supreme Court Justice that upheld justice should be held responsible and accountable. Meanwhile, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you'll be the first we'll collect them. Thank you for listening. God bless you.